I know we all want this COVID thing to end, and it will. The restrictions in place now won't last forever. Smart people are figuring out how to get vaccines to everyone, but it will take a little longer. Until then, we need to recommit and finish strong. COVID won't stop spreading on its own. We have to stop spreading it. Meet with friends outside, social distance, and most of all, wear a mask. We're all in. Are you?
Some people see just another local Utah sports app. Oh, wait, what? A local Utah sports app? Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love, the latest news, insider analysis, podcasts from the pros, and so much more. Free. Available right now, anywhere you are. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast. Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
You'll receive an instant pre-approval before you start shopping.
Your completed mortgage file will be underwritten by UCCU's very own in-house professionals.
Like us.
Seriously fast.
Buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
We love the new apartment.
The natural light is amazing.
Hardwood floors.
There is a bit of a clogging problem.
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our renters and car insurance.
Yeah, helping us save even more.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Right next to UVU, Wolverine Crossing is the premier award-winning student property in Orem. With renovations of nearly $5 million, Wolverine Crossing has the look and feel of luxury living, including contemporary upgrades and top-tier amenities. Wolverine Crossing supports a strong academic environment, whether you're on campus or remote, and the resident assistant program is nationally recognized, so safety and support is the top priority. Lease now, get half off your November rent. Wolverine Crossing, this is home.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, inside the UCCU Center, where the Wolverines are hosting the Aggies of New Mexico State. They're going to be playing in back-to-back games today and tomorrow, because that's just the way things are nowadays. I'm Kyle Bruder alongside Josh Kalunke. Josh, it was so fun last time, we decided to do it again. So, Utah Valley, currently 7-4 in the WAC, so definitely on the positive end of the spectrum. And New Mexico State, over the years, or at least as long as Utah Valley has been a part of the WAC, we've seen New Mexico State basically controlling that number one spot, and they're having a little bit of a down year right now.
Well, and a lot of that, Kyle, as you said, it's a very interesting year, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that New Mexico State has really struggled to find a place to play. They've struggled to have practice time. They've struggled with a lot of the COVID issues, as the state of New Mexico has not really allowed much to go on there during this time, and so they've been forced to play their games in Texas. They've been forced to play on the road. So a team that has really traveled, but I'll tell you, they're absolutely dangerous as always.
Let's go ahead and get right into your starters today. So for the visiting Aggies of New Mexico State, we have starting at guard number 11, Sofia Inusa. Also at guard number 15, Rodria Eccles. And also at guard number 33, Grace, I got to get this right, Tholuvalu. And then number 34, another guard at Taylon Grays. And at number 21, starting at forward, it is Deja Terrell. And for the home team, starting at guard, Maria Carvalho, who just came off of a career evening. We also have number 11, Kayla Anderson. Number 5 starting at forward is Shea Fano, and then the other forward, number 21, who is jumping right now, Neha Sohail. And last but definitely not least is your big 6'5 center, number 40, Josie Williams, and we are off.
Well, this is going to be a matchup of two teams that play pretty good defense. Both teams keep teams into the 60s as there's a missed layup and Josie Williams controls the rebound.
You got to imagine we're going to get a heavy dose of Josie Williams where, it's rare that you have another big that can go toe-to-toe with her. And so that's going to be a point of emphasis for New Mexico State as the 3 ball is no good for Neha Sohail. So no score just yet. New Mexico State with the ball.
Well, New Mexico State, as we said, they come in 4-9 on the season in WAC play, but they have challenged almost everyone they played, and they are a team that has got to be reckoned with.
Off the mark was Terrell.
Very skilled, very athletic team is New Mexico State, and they, like I said, two teams that really pride themselves in guarding.
Ball's poked out by the Aggies, so it'll stay with Utah Valley. 13 on the shot clock, and just over a minute gone by here in the first. No score yet.
You look at this matchup on paper, Kyle, and both these teams really are very evenly matched on paper. Shooting percentages, three-point percentages, all that kind of thing.
Neha Sohail as well as Terrell were kind of slow to get up. Terrell limping a little bit. Hopefully she is okay. But in the meantime, New Mexico State scores first.
Oh, and Terrell's going to come out of the basketball game here. Looks like she tweaked something a little bit more so than did Sohail on that play.
Shania Harper checks into the game for the Aggies. Carvalho in the corner. Tough shot. You know what is so interesting is I've seen her make that so many times now that it just doesn't really surprise me anymore.
Well, and that is an incredible move, going hard to her left and then swooping over with almost a half hook with the left hand and making it. It's just an incredible shot. And that's with her offhand.
Yeah, it's like I said, I've seen her do it so many times in her career now, and most of the time it goes in, and I'm always thinking, that is a bad shot. That is a bad shot. But nope, it goes in. So it's a good shot for her.
That's exactly what went through my mind. Oh, my goodness, what a shot.
Yeah, exactly. What a shot.
As my coach used to always say when I shot the basketball, no, nice shot.
There you go.
Mostly just no.
Carvalho takes the 3, comes up short, but it looks like there's a foul away from the ball.
It looks like that might have been before the shot. Came almost simultaneously with the shot going up, but they're going to call a hold underneath the basket. Prohibiting movement is something that can't be done anymore in basketball, and so holding the call.
First foul for either team today. Williams kind of on the high block, and a nice kick out to Sohail. Back to Williams. She gets doubled real quick. Has to kick out again. Carvalho for 3. That's in and out. And we'll have a traveling violation there on Grays.
Well, that was an excellent defensive play right there by Anderson. She just kind of stood there, and you either charge or you skip around me, and she skipped around, was called for the walk.
They dump it down inside. Williams gets doubled again. She kicks it out. And the baseline jumper, nothing but net for Anderson.
Yeah, an excellent use of the little dribble there to get her rhythm together by Anderson, and she just knocked down that 15-foot jump shot. Good find by Josie Williams.
Inusa. Great pass inside to Harper. Harper's able to finish, and we're notched up at 4.
Yeah, Harper just found her way in between two Utah Valley defenders, and nobody committed to her. Nice little pass and a good finish.
Carvalho to Fano. She's a little too short on the baseline jumper. Looks like that's right about the spot Anderson hit one a moment ago. Neither team shooting the, well, okay, that's a lie. New Mexico State's shooting 50%, but Utah Valley's taken 2 more shots than they have. So 2 of 6 for the Wolverines, 2 of 4 for the Aggies. Madison Grange and Vae Malufau check in for Anderson and Williams.
Well, and Madison Grange, mentioned coming into the basketball game, she had an absolutely huge game, huge weekend last weekend playing against Grand Canyon. Just played extremely well. Really, hopefully, a coming out party for her.
Long two's no good, rebounded by Sohail. A foul away from the ball. Looks like it's going to go against the Aggies. Harper got a little too physical with Malufau, and that is 2 quick personal fouls for Harper. So it looks like she is going to head back to the bench, and in comes number 14 for the Aggies. Looks like it is Nana Sule. Sohail off the mark.
It looked like that came out of her hands before she even turned around. Kyle, she just lost control of that.
A couple of bodies down by the basket, but they get up and they're okay. Sohail, it looks like Sohail's in her own head a teeny bit. A couple of missed shots, and it kind of throws you off a little bit. I'd love to see her get to the free throw line and put a couple through the net and shake it off.
Absolutely, Kyle. I think you're absolutely correct. I think she tends to be her own worst critic, and she gets into her head a little bit and starts to play a little bit down. And so, unfortunately, there's a shot, a 3-point shot. All right. Shea Fano
knocks it down.
That's something we haven't seen. She has not been able to knock that down here for the last probably 4 ball games. She's just really struggled from out there. So that is a big shot for Shea, and hopefully that will get her going.
Great screen and a great shot straight on is Eccles for 3, and we are tied up at 7.
Yeah, Eccles, a good-looking shot there. Just came off those picks. It looked like a double pick down low, and she came off that and just stroked that right in the hole.
Fano, she's going to take another one straight on. That one's in and out, no good. Tholavalu kicks it back out. Inusa, free throw line jumper, that's good.
Good-looking move there. She just stopped on a dime, and the defender couldn't stop as quickly as she could and left herself some space for a nice little 12-foot jump shot. New Mexico State takes the lead now, Kyle.
Carvalho gets bumped on her way to the basket. Foul well before the shot, so Utah Valley will get it back. 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and that's going to be our first timeout here, a media timeout, in fact. So we'll take a quick break here on the WAC Digital Network. We'll be right back.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast. Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
You'll receive an instant pre-approval before you start shopping.
Your completed mortgage file will be underwritten by UCCU's very own in-house professionals.
Like us.
Seriously fast.
Buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love. Free. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
And welcome back inside the UCCU Center. We apologize for the technical difficulty we're having. We'll try to paint a picture with words as best we can for you while we are getting things fixed. But back into the game, Josie Williams comes back in. She's had her hands full with the kind of double and triple team that's been coming from the Aggies in the paint. Let's see if Coach Nielsen gave her a couple pointers to avoid that, or maybe kick the ball out a little bit quicker, or I don't know. Well, I'm excited to see what happens. I guess a wide open look is just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, Josie right there, there was a 2-3 zone, and they were applying a lot of pressure out front, and somebody just lost their assignment. She got free out at the back, and good pass, good layup.
And we're back. That was a quick fix thanks to our producer, Ben.
Oh, Ben is the man.
Ben is the man. You are absolutely right. Carvalho comes up the left side. Williams, would have loved to see her shoot that three. She's a very, very capable shooter. She's going to take that shorter too, though.
Well, there was no challenge at all by the defense from New Mexico State, and so Josie said, well, if you're going to give it to me, I'll take it, and she knocks it down.
Prince picked up by Grange. Henderson goes right into a Wolverine wall. Prince with the fancy dribble, and my goodness, the elbow jumper.
Yeah, good-looking move there. She just stopped on a dime and knocked down a jumper. So right now, back and forth we go, 11-11.
Prince picking up Carvalho. Grange, they'll have to skip it. A little bit, a little out of sync are the Wolverines. New Mexico State gambling with the kind of the rotating, trapping offense and jumping out in passing lanes, and they get the turnover, so it paid off.
Hey, Utah Valley needs to value their possessions a little bit more than they have been so far.
Yeah, we'll have a travel.
Good defense there by Madison Grange.
Not a travel if you're James Harden, but
yeah.
That's a travel here.
But, at this level, and especially when your name isn't Harden.
Yes.
And I mean, a good-looking move if she was James Harden.
Exactly. Yeah.
But she just took a little bit too many steps, and good defense by Madison Grange. She stayed in front, and a good-looking little move, just a little bit too much on the steps.
And the double coming again, and I think we're going to have a foul against Terrell. The official saying that she gave her a little forearm shiver as she was trying to get around the defenders. So that's something Carvalho is going to have to figure out, is that double team is coming really, really quickly as soon as she gets the ball. And then you've got another New Mexico State Aggie ready and waiting to try and get, the pass to the intended open man.
Well, and this is something we saw from Grand Canyon last weekend that worked in order for them to get a split with the Wolverines. And so, obviously, and there's another traveling call. Not quite sure I saw that one, but maybe she just shuffled those feet a little bit as she caught it in the paint there. But, again, the trapping defense is something Grand Canyon did and something New Mexico State obviously watched on tape and said this is something that can work against Utah Valley.
Great block by Josie Williams, but back to your point, if you want to take a silver lining out of that, obviously, Utah Valley's been getting a little bit frustrated trying to get a quality look. You want to experience that early. You don't want to have that, the tournament be the first time you really experience that and then collapse. I think this is the right time to experience that and try and make adjustments.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, that you're correct, Kyle. And in fact, I think that Utah Valley absolutely worked on that all week in practice, as Maria Carvalho just nobody comes out and challenges, and she says, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Utah Valley takes the lead back, 14-13, about 35 seconds to go. About 15 seconds between the game and shot clock. Williams just hit the deck a little hard. Hopefully she's okay.
We get a blocking foul there on Kayla Anderson. Good job by Kayla coming up to step up as the offensive player went by the initial defender. Kayla stepped up, and she was a little bit too late, called with the blocking foul.
First free throws of the game come with 24 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, neither team has gotten into the bonus here.
No,
in that
not
first
even
quarter.
really. Well, okay, New Mexico State has committed 4, so the next one would be, but Utah Valley 2, so only 6 combined fouls in the quarter. It's not much.
Yeah, pretty cleanly played first quarter by both teams. I will see Megan Jensen check in. First action we've seen from her in just about a month, I believe.
I love seeing her in the game because I don't want to jinx it, but she makes an impact whenever she's on the floor.
Absolutely.
Whether she's scoring or whether it's defense or passing, she's definitely a huge asset to this Wolverine team.
100%. Her biggest issue is just making sure that she stays healthy and ready to play. What's the best ability in basketball? Availability.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
And she's been really struggling with that. And, nothing against the young lady, but she just has had some nagging injuries and things that have kept her out of the lineup.
Fano out to Anderson. She has a quality look from downtown, and she buries it.
Well, that's a shot I'd like to see Kayla Anderson shoot a little bit more often.
Great look. It was a little off to the left by Eccles. And Utah Valley wins quarter number 1, 17-15. We're going to take a break here on the WAC Digital Network. We'll be right back for quarter number 2.
Right next to UVU, Wolverine Crossing is a premier award-winning student property in Orem. With nearly $5 million in renovations, Wolverine Crossing has the look and feel of luxury living, including contemporary upgrades and top-tier amenities. Wolverine Crossing supports a strong academic environment, whether you're on campus or online, and the resident assistant program is nationally recognized.
And welcome back to the UCCU Center. Utah Valley leading 17-15. Let's take a quick look at not the schedule, but the standings is what I was getting at. In the WAC, California Baptist still atop of the WAC, 11-0. They just won a tight one against Grand Canyon, and that's one to keep an eye on there because Utah Valley, if they win today, will tie it up with Grand Canyon. And, battling between that 2 and 3 spot. And you had mentioned this earlier, Josh. I think it was maybe a week or two ago. It was probably the beginning of this month that you want to get to kind of that second spot in the WAC.
Yes,
obviously, if you're California Baptist, you almost – I don't want to – it might even be guaranteed at this point.
You've locked it up at this point. And so for Utah Valley, getting to that second spot is ultimately extremely important for a number of reasons. Number one, you want to stay out of the bracket with California Baptist. But number two, if California Baptist has a nice move by Jensen just missing off the window, but if you come in second in the league, California Baptist goes on and wins the league, then you actually qualify for the NCAA tournament.
That's very true. Very, very true. I keep forgetting that because they're not technically eligible for that yet.
Right, and so there's a lot on the line with these last few basketball games for the Utah Valley women's basketball program.
Fano straight on 3, comes up a little short.
And I'd like to see her take a dribble and maybe come in a foot on that shot.
Great take, but a little too strong. An offensive rebound gives another shot to New Mexico State. The floater no good, and Anderson comes up with the board. Carvalho. What a shot! And the foul. Jeez Louise, how many times is she going to hit just the most ridiculous angled shot?
And that was a ridiculous angle. But right there, she had drawn the contact, and she just had the presence of mind to get it up there. Get it up and give it a chance to go in, and lo and behold, this time it did.
The defender did who was that? Inusa did such a great job of pushing and forcing her out away from the angle of the glass there, but Carvalho still puts it in.
Yeah, and absolutely a great job defensively, but then Carvalho just comes up with a better shot, and sometimes you have to tip your cap when you're a defender.
Carvalho with 3 points the old-fashioned way. Great up and under fake by Inusa. She's up to 4 points and trims the lead down to 3.
Yeah, Inusa comes off a curl there, and then she just goes inside and fakes the shot blocker off of her feet and able to finish.
Inusa spinning, had nowhere to go. A corner 3 is no good from Eccles, rebounded by Kayla Anderson. Wright has checked into the game for Utah Valley as well. Williams, double teams coming. Steps through and kind of a tough angle for Sohail, so Carvalho is going to take it herself. She's fouled on her way there, and we'll head to the line once more.
Well, Sohail, like you said, it was a tough angle, but with that ball, I think she could have controlled that and taken it up inside. I think she just has a little bit of a mental block here over the last few basketball games with taking that ball up inside where, at 6'1" and with her athletic ability, she really needs to get to where she finishes inside.
Free throw's good for Maria. And the second rattles out. 7.5 to go in the first half. Utah Valley up 4. Inusa going right at Carvalho, and Carvalho picks up the little hand check foul, so that will be foul number 1 on the Wolverines in the quarter.
Well, we've seen what happens with Utah Valley when Carvalho has to go to the bench with foul trouble. So Carvalho, very important for her not to pick up her second one here with 7:23 to go in the quarter.
Nice move inside, but the pass was off the mark and results in a New Mexico State turnover. Right, trying to dump it down inside to Sohail, but a kick ball sends it flying.
And Sohail has a good 4 inches on her defender inside, and I'd like to see her be able to take advantage of that more so.
Foul away from the ball. Looks like this one will go against number 21, Terrell, her second personal.
Well, it's cleanly played as far as fouls being called or committed. In the first quarter, now with just 3 minutes gone by here, we've got 4 fouls on both teams. Or no, excuse me, yeah. Do we?
Just Utah Valley's just got 1. You've got 3 fouls on New Mexico State. I think you were looking at timeouts.
I was looking at timeouts left.
That's all right.
Way to go. I'm a genius. But still, the whistle has blown an awful lot more than it did in that first quarter.
Great block by Prince. She was not about to let Carvalho hit another ridiculous shot.
Well, that Prince did a nice job of not fouling and coming up with the block there.
Another foul away from the ball.
Well, New Mexico State doesn't play an aggressive style of defense. That's why they play such good defense. But really getting whistled here in this second quarter.
Carvalho takes the corner 3. The quick trigger is in and out. Inusa knew immediately that she shuffled her feet a little too quick.
You've got to put that basketball down before those feet get going, and she started to go somewhere before she'd put that ball on the ground, and that's an easy call for the official who was right there.
Sometimes you get the happy feet. You see a lane to the basket, and you
get a little more
you want to
excited.
move
Yes,
before you put the ball on the ground.
That's exactly what she saw. She saw that lane to the hoop.
Carvalho skips it. Grange. Okay, great. Oh, great take, but a great block.
Yeah.
Normally we see her either take the shot or, pass it off, but
Yeah.
I love that she faked it and drove. Unfortunately, resulted in a block. Hopefully that's one of those things you just got to shake off. Forget about it.
Well, if you haven't had your shot blocked, then you haven't played basketball.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true. I mean, I've never been blocked before.
So you've never played basketball?
No, I have. I was just lying.
Kayla Anderson comes off a nice little curl there and hits that jumper. Kayla's playing extremely well right now here in this first half.
Prince with another nifty move. She gets the ball, just a chip shot. Comes off the back iron a little too strong. Utah Valley very fortunate that New Mexico State has missed a couple of easy ones. Grange inside to Williams. Williams finds a cutting Fano.
Well, that's something I'd like to see. That was beautiful right there. That's something I'd like to see a little bit more of. Josie Williams getting double-teamed as she does and will the rest of the season. Instead of sitting around by the three-point line, Shea Fano cuts. And nice little layup.
It's really a two-parter right there where Williams and another big shot by New Mexico State there. This one comes from Eccles, I believe.
Yeah, Dee Eccles. She's got a nice-looking jump shot there and strokes it home. And right now it's a three-point ball game.
Anderson steps back. Now Williams. Williams into Fano again. Fano gets her own rebound. His triple team decides to back it out. Dangerous cross-court pass ends up stolen by Bradley, and a wide-open layup for Prince.
An ill-advised pass there. You've got to get a little bit of air underneath something like that if you're going to go cross-court with a pass. And Fano tried to go too straight across, and that was picked off. Nice job by New Mexico State defense, and they come within one.
Grange has a quality look from three, and she buries it.
Anytime she gets a quality look like that, and she had time to set her feet there. She wasn't rushed. Good defense. They came out, closed out, but there's not a lot you can do once she's been able to pull the trigger like that.
Prince right into traffic, and the pass goes a little outside, so Utah Valley will get it back 28-24. The Wolverines on top of the visiting Aggies. We'll be right back here in a moment.
At Intermountain Healthcare, we understand that broken arms haven't stopped. Babies continue to be born, emergencies continue to happen, and doctor visits are still needed. At Intermountain Healthcare, we've put the measures in place to safely care for you in these difficult times. So please don't put off the care you need, especially for stroke-like symptoms, chest pain, difficulty breathing, or other urgent care. We're here for you. Visit intermountainhealthcare.org/here-for-you to learn how to get the care you need.
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
Utah Valley almost neck and neck with New Mexico State in the scoring department. You got 44% from the field for Utah Valley, 43% from the Aggies. Utah Valley's taken two more shots. New Mexico State, 2 of 4 from downtown. Utah Valley has taken 11 threes and hit 4 of them. 36% as a team, not bad.
Well, actually, you look at the statistics, and they kind of bear out a close game. I mean, they really do, and it shows that these are two evenly matched teams, and you're going to see it kind of be back and forth all night.
We've had 7 lead changes so
Absolutely.
far, and the game has been tied for 7 minutes of the game so far. So, yeah, I mean, that just puts some stats behind what you just said.
Yep.
Malufau with the offensive rebound. And we're going to have an offensive foul as she gave the old hook on the baseline, and the official.
Such a great move, though.
It is.
It just feels so right. When you make that hook, boy, you get yourself open. And when you get away with it, it's wonderful. When you don't, when you get caught, shoot.
It's one of those high-risk, high-reward plays.
Yeah, most of the time you get caught.
Yep. Inusa picks up the dribble. Henderson going at Anderson. 10 on the shot clock. Utah Valley really putting the clamps down defensively, but Inusa gets a great look from 3. It's off the mark and a long rebound. I think we'll go back to Utah Valley. Prince thought that it was off of one of the Wolverines.
Yeah, that's a difficult spot to be in right there. Do you save it or not? And in that situation, it's probably best to let it go out of bounds anyway, because if you do save it, it's likely going to a Wolverine, and then there's numbers going the other way. So good decision either way by Prince.
About 2.5 left in the first half. 10 on the shot clock. Sohail, right wing, floats it way up to Malufau. Malufau gets it stripped, but she is fouled. And that will send her to the line, as that is team foul number 5 on the Aggies.
Yeah, Malufau not someone that you see making an awful lot of offensive moves inside. And so right there, it's kind of a bonus when she is able to make a nice move, get fouled, and get herself to the line.
First free throw is off the mark for Malufau. She'll get one more. Off the mark on the second. Straight on 3 is off the mark. Carvalho comes up with the rebound. Grange goes right at her defender and scores. Could have been a foul. She screams and one after it, but I love the aggressive play from Grange.
Absolutely. As I said, she kind of had a coming out party last weekend, and she played extremely well. And that's not something we've really seen her do in her career at this point, taking that ball to the basket.
Grange comes up with the rebound.
So she's shown a lot of confidence here, Kyle. A lot of confidence.
And she should. She's a very talented player, and I love
Absolutely,
seeing the aggressive move come out instead of just the finesse shooting that she's well known for.
She's better than just a spot-up shooter.
Carvalho had a great look. That's usually just a near automatic shot for her, and rolls out. So New Mexico State down 6 with a chance to trim it down a little bit more. The Aggies haven't scored in about 3 minutes.
Utah Valley is really locked down defensively here for those 3 minutes.
A little long off the glass, but an offensive board. Tough shot, tough angle, and another rebound for Madison Grange.
Yeah, it looked like just a little bit of indecision there by Dee Eccles. Wasn't quite sure if she wanted to shoot the jumper, shoot the runner, or what she wanted to do, and she just missed it.
Sohail. Now Fano, elbow jumper is up and off the mark. No good. Rebounded by, it looks like, Sule. But we'll have a timeout on the floor as New Mexico State wants to talk it over with 28.5 seconds to go in the half. We'll take one more break here on the WAC Digital Network. We'll be right back.
We can stand together by standing far apart.
Stay 6 feet apart from other people.
Wear your mask when you go out.
Wash your hands often.
If you feel sick, stay home. Be respectful of others.
The choices you make are critical.
By protecting yourself, it helps protect all of us.
Your actions can save lives.
What we do now will shape our future.
Stay safe.
28.5 seconds to go in the half, and New Mexico State with the ball. They wanted to draw something up, try and trim that lead down. You see that aggressive move, which I think she had a case. That was definitely a little bit of contact on the forearm, but good to see the ball go in the net for Madison Grange. I remember a couple games back, she just could not even get a quality look, and that's got to be frustrating. And so it's, hey, if I can't get a great look at three, I'm gonna take it to the basket and contribute, and she's been doing that.
Well, absolutely, and that's one way to get yourself better looks from three, is to actually be a threat with the basketball off the dribble, and she's really done that.
New Mexico State definitely holding for the final shot. Prince, she'll pull up for a short two, and I would have done the same thing if I was New Mexico State, because she's proven she can get her own shot pretty easy.
Right, and she shot that over 6'5", Josie Williams, outstretched arm. Beautiful shot to end the half here. Just a 4-point lead for the Wolverines.
Yeah, those 4 points can disappear real fast if New Mexico State puts together a run, which they're very capable of. So this is the second half that you do not want to miss. We're going to take a break for the half. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere.
Right next to UVU, Wolverine Crossing is a premier award-winning student property in Orem. With nearly $5 million in renovations, Wolverine Crossing has the look and feel of luxury living, including contemporary upgrades and top-tier amenities. Wolverine Crossing supports a strong academic environment, whether you're on campus or online, and the resident assistant program is nationally recognized, keeping you safe and secure. Lease right now and get $200 off your first month's rent. Wolverine Crossing, this is home.
At Intermountain Healthcare, we understand that broken arms haven't stopped. Babies continue to be born, emergencies continue to happen, and doctor visits are still needed. At Intermountain Healthcare, we've put the measures in place to safely care for you in these difficult times. So please don't put off the care you need, especially for stroke-like symptoms, chest pain, difficulty breathing, or other urgent care. We're here for you. Visit intermountainhealthcare.org/here-for-you to learn how to get the care you need.
If we can see things for what they are, if we can see what they could be, if the plastic we use, we never throw away, if the end of one thing could be the beginning of the next. If we know that less can create more. If we can return, we reciprocate, we regenerate. If we are here for others, if we can work as a team, all we have to do is connect, and the world opens up. The future is about giving back.
At Murdoch Hyundai, the model year end sales event starts now. The open road to adventure begins at Murdoch Hyundai. Visit Murdoch Hyundai today and get 0% interest for 6 years on a new 2020 Santa Fe or Sonata. You walk through our doors, you feel like family at Murdoch Hyundai in Logan, Linden, and Murray.
I can go louder, but like...
We're like in a tiny car.
Yeah.
Right next to UVU, Wolverine Crossing is a premier award-winning student property in Orem. With nearly $5 million in renovations, Wolverine Crossing has the look and feel of luxury living, including contemporary upgrades and top-tier amenities. Wolverine Crossing supports a strong academic environment, whether you're on campus or online, and the resident assistant program is nationally recognized, keeping you safe and secure. Lease right now and get $200 off your first month's rent. Wolverine Crossing, this is home.
I really thought that I was going to be a dancer, and I was like this huge kid, and I chose dance over basketball in like 5th grade, and I still don't know what I was thinking, but luckily came back to my senses. But I'm terrible. I'm an awful dancer. I think my parents were just hoping that after a year I'd be like, I'm done. And that's what I did. Once I got into like 9th grade, it kind of got more serious. I had the thought of playing college ball, and so I played for a club team named Salt Lake Metro, and my family, they've always been such big supporters. I don't think my parents ever missed a high school game, and one of them's always at our UVU games. Honestly, I feel like I'm a pretty positive person, and I like to smile, I like to be happy, I like to laugh. Just being someone that's that positive impact and influence on the girls, especially the freshmen. I love being around my teammates. They're hilarious. They always make me laugh, and we just have a good time. So all good vibes.
At Intermountain Healthcare, we understand that broken arms haven't stopped. Babies continue to be born, emergencies continue to happen, and doctor visits are still needed. At Intermountain Healthcare, we've put the measures in place to safely care for you in these difficult times. So please, don't put off the care you need, especially for stroke-like symptoms, chest pain, difficulty breathing, or other urgent care. We're here for you. Visit intermountainhealthcare.org/here-for-you to learn how to get the care you need.
UCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast. Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
You'll receive an instant pre-approval before you start shopping.
Your completed mortgage file will be underwritten by UCCU's very own in-house professionals.
Like us.
Seriously fast.
Buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
For me, being an international student athlete is just like, first I need to learn new language. Then I'm taking biochemistry as my major, which is like hard. And so it's like learning another language with OCAM, you know what I mean? So it's like all of this together, and then games, it's just hard. I don't know. I kind of grew up with a basketball on my hands. My dad kind of like, oh, here's a basketball, have fun with it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. So in every club that I'm going to be at, I need to be the best player. That's how I got into the national team and then got into here. Because basketball in America is big. And so I started playing for the national team, and I'm like, please, American team, I don't know what, college, whoever, please watch me play. In life, I'll probably say my dad. He's just amazing. He supports me so much, and he just gave so much for me and for me to reach my goals, and it's impressive, and I'm having goosebumps from it right now.
Winter has arrived, and with it, the Murdoch All-Wheel Drive event. Be prepared for any Utah winter roads. Visit Murdoch Hyundai today and get 0% interest for 5 years on a new Tucson. When you walk through our doors, you feel like family at Murdoch Hyundai in Logan, Linden, and Murray.
It's not always easy being the exception.
They'll tell you you don't belong, that it's not your place, that it'll never fly. But here, you learn that you have a choice. You can listen to those voices, or you can leave them all speechless. But the key component there is you.
And halftime is over. Well, I guess there's 35 seconds left. But Utah Valley leads by 4 after that kind of clutch jumper at the end of the first half by Prince. And Prince could be a problem for really any team that she goes against, because there's, you know, in general, I mean, unless you're looking at the NBA, there's a lot of teams where you have a single player that may not have the ability to really create their own shot the way that she does. But before we get back to that, let's take a look at some of the scheduling that we have. So Utah Valley, they played Grand Canyon, split it, 1-1, lost 1. Then they've got New Mexico State today and tomorrow. And then they play at UTRGV on February 26th and 27th. And then March 5th and 6th is kind of an open area, so I don't know if they are going to try and schedule somebody else or what. However, tournament is right after that, so we are really right around the corner from tournament time. It is upon us.
Absolutely, and so that is why each one of these, this second half of this basketball game, followed by those 3 basketball games that you mentioned tomorrow and then next weekend, are extremely important for the Utah Valley basketball team to get into that tournament in the best situation they possibly can.
Carvalho with some great defense, but the kick out and the 3, Inusa cannot connect, so Utah Valley able to stop the offense right out of the gate. Williams, tough pass, but she gets it deep under the basket. It ended up turning out for the best as Williams gets an easy bucket.
Well, a nice catch by Josie. She was able to control that without traveling.
Inusa goes right around inside and finds, that was a great look inside, and she found Terrell. Terrell with her first bucket of the game, but Inusa with the awareness.
Yeah, absolutely. Utah Valley did not do a very good job of helping on that. The initial help came, but then the backside help did not slide over and take away that pass. And when you don't do that, you give up layups.
Carvalho takes a long two. It's off the mark, and Williams just kind of bullies her way in, gets the rebound, and then is stripped.
Well, Josie Williams did a nice job of stealing that basketball, but then brought it down where the guards can take it, and they will take it.
Skip to the corner. Inusa is fouled by Kayla Anderson.
Well, I thought Kayla Anderson played a solid first half.
She was awesome.
She scored 7 points, also had 2 rebounds, and she just really did a nice job in that first half, I thought, defensively as well as offensively.
Corner three is on the way and good for Eccles. She's up to 11 points to lead all scorers, first player to double digits.
Well, Eccles can really shoot the basketball. That's pretty obvious. She's now 3 for 5 from three-point land, and she really has a good-looking shot.
Carvalho gets a great feed inside and a wide-open layup.
Well, that's just basic basketball right there. Being overplayed on the wing, she back cuts a little pass fake, and then you go behind, and good pass, good finish.
Grays goes right into traffic, comes off too strong, and that one is tracked down by Tholavalu. And a traveling violation will give it back to the Wolverines.
All right there, Tholavalu just tried to do a little bit too much with the basketball. She's got a very nice handle, and she's very creative with the basketball, but that time just kind of overdid it a little bit.
The officials waiting for Grays to get her shoe tied, and now we're ready to go.
Well, it's been a fun and pretty clean game right now. Both teams not turning the basketball over too much. Shooting percentage is not quite what they'd want them to be, but that's because you're playing two great defensive teams.
Yep. And a foul under the basket again against Terrell. That is going to be her third personal, and I think all 3 of her fouls have been away from the basketball.
Yeah, it's they've all been inside, kind of pushing and shoving inside, and this officiating crew has kind of made it clear that they are not going to allow any of that kind of defense where you can't keep people from moving.
Yep.
I would not last a quarter in this, basically.
Fano down inside to Williams, and Williams travels.
Oh, Josie, she went into a fake there and just kind of turned maybe a little too quickly. And once you lift that pivot foot, you've got to have that ball out of your hands. And the official felt like she did not do that.
Great take inside by Eccles. Ends up with her own rebound and throws the ball into Carvalho's face. Carvalho is a little dazed.
Josie,
obviously unintentional. She says she's okay, but, man, that's never fun.
Josie Williams went up with 2 hands straight up, and she took one right in the face there.
Oh, man.
Unintentional by the offensive player, but she took it right in the mouth, and she's hurting right now. Right in the nose, mouth area. I'm not.
Ouch.
She looks like, hopefully her teeth are okay, because that's the first thing that any parent worries about, because we've all paid for braces.
Right.
That's why I never got my oldest son braces. I said, you know what, you're going to get your teeth knocked out playing anyway. That's not true.
Did he?
No, it's not true. But I did get him braces, and he did get his teeth knocked out. So,
well, there you go. 20 on the shot clock for the Aggies. Great pass inside. Just off the mark, though.
That was a great look by Eccles.
Nearly stolen away. Fortunately, Fano with the quick hands keeps it alive. Carvalho had a tough angle. I don't think she realized she was directly under the basket. And that's thrown away by the Aggies, so Utah Valley, the scrappiness pays off, and they'll get another shot. Third quarter's been a little ugly.
Yeah, it really has, right? When I said that at halftime that it had been such a well-played game, few turnovers, pretty good shooting, just, pretty solid play all the way around. And then things have kind of deteriorated here, but both teams really getting after it. And so sometimes when the defense gets after it this hard, it's hard offensively to get anything going.
Fano fires from the mid-range, is no good, and Jensen called for the over-the-back.
And that's an excellent block out there by New Mexico State. That was Shania Harper, and she did a great job of boxing out and just kept Jensen away from the basketball, and she just jumped over her back.
Beautiful take inside by Eccles. She's up to 13 points.
Yeah, Eccles seems like she's kind of got an agenda, and that agenda is to win this basketball game. She's really getting after it and playing extremely well right now.
Carvalho for three.
Well, again, Maria, that's the second three-point shot where nobody from Mexico State really challenged her, so she just said, oh, I'll just take that.
Well, they must have watched the game where she could not buy a three if her life depended on it, but that was just one of those fluke games because she really is a solid three-point shooter, and she's showing that today.
Yeah, absolutely, and Maria just kind of fearless. That's the number one thing for her. She just really is fearless.
Sohail backs her defender down. Didn't really have anywhere to go. Now Grange. Jensen takes a long two, and that comes up way short. I thought it might have been deflected, but it looks like I was wrong.
Well, it continues to be a 4-point game, 4 points at the half. And right now, just kind of a stalemate. Both teams just really playing excellent defense, going at each other very, very physically, very tough. Nothing, dirty or anything like that, but just really going after each other and playing hard. And it's just really kind of basketball you like to see, where both teams have their sleeves rolled up and they're ready to battle.
Malufau checks in for Jensen. And Prince takes the baseline jumper and is fouled, so she will head to the free throw line.
Well, you talked about how Prince is able to create her own shot. She was able to go by her defender and pulled up for the jumper, and Sohail came over, put a hand up, tried to block that shot, and accidentally hit her in the face there. So to the line goes Prince.
First free throw is good for Prince, and she'll have one more. And she knocks down them both. It's a 2-point game. 5 minutes to play in the third. Carvalho takes that high screen. Malufau's going to drop step inside, and it's no good, but Malufau gave an armful to her defender. It looks like that was Henderson that got the brunt of it.
Yeah, that was a good move. Well, Prince again finds herself open for a jumper, and again there is Neha Sohail with the foul.
Sohail pleading her case, saying she didn't touch her, but the officials say otherwise, and New Mexico State with a chance to tie. We'll see if they do it out of the break.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
putting you in the know before you go. It takes the KSL Weather Specialists. Weather made special.
Welcome back in the UCCU Center. 4:35 left on the clock for the third quarter. 37-35. It has been, as Josh mentioned earlier, a little bit of a stalemate so far in the third quarter. Things started getting a little bit more exciting through the end of the first half, but these teams are the fight and the effort is definitely there. And
absolutely,
it's kind of like you got two rams that are just equally strong and just ramming their heads into each other with, and it's just like, okay, well, let's do this again because nothing really happened.
At the end of the day, one ram has to come out ahead.
Yeah.
And with this free throw here, it could become a 1-point game. And really, it's two very defensive-minded coaches, two very defensive-minded teams. And so you're going to see a lot of this. And there's an almost steal by Prince. Knocked it away, and an outstanding effort trying to save that ball, but unable to get it back in bounds. Now, they're going to this full-court press. Again, it's something that we saw last week that worked for Grand Canyon. And the coaching staff for New Mexico State says, we watched that film.
Yeah, the Aggies are turning it up. Utah Valley's got to match that energy. And that's not it. Carvalho
called for a double dribble. I
don't know if I saw a double dribble necessarily.
Yeah,
I thought maybe it went out of bounds or something, but
too.
I don't think I saw her touch it with both hands.
Yeah, well, that was difficult because we were blocked out a little bit by defenders, but didn't really look double dribble-ish.
This is a dangerous spot for Utah Valley because you can feel a major momentum shift, and there goes Prince. Just the way that her body moves is like one of those elite shooting guards.
Yeah, really.
And then
she's their leading scorer for this basketball team, and now there's a charge here.
Sohail just kind of lowered her shoulder a little bit, and New Mexico State has taken the lead back. It's been a while since they've led, but we have had quite a few lead changes. We've had 8 of them.
Well, at this point, old Uncle Mo has shifted over to the New Mexico sideline, and that is momentum.
Yeah.
And
I know Uncle Mo.
Yeah, Uncle Mo is over there.
We're buds.
They're over there. He's swinging a towel for New Mexico State right now.
Utah Valley is led for 17 and a half minutes of this game. New Mexico State only a minute and a half.
Ooh.
And there's Prince again.
Prince has got to get locked down. Somebody from Utah Valley's got to take that challenge. I think Kayla Anderson might have to be called upon to lock her up.
Anderson is definitely scrappy and has that wide base where she can really make things frustrated. And Kayla Anderson on cue knocks down the long 2.
Well, it looks like Utah Valley's going to stick with this 2-3 zone that they've been playing. That's a little bit of a matchup. And Kayla Anderson.
There's those hips I was talking about.
Yeah, she knocked Prince off course there, and she's going to go to the line.
That is 17 fouls on the Wolverines, so you definitely don't want to send this team to the free throw line over and over. They're 5 of 6 from the free throw line so far. And a miss from Prince. Prince is now 3 of 5.
Well, that one was in and out right there. You can tell she's got a good free throw stroke. Great rotation on the basketball. She knocks that one down.
Neha Sohail and Josie Williams are back into the game, and more of that pressure coming. Grange got to watch her back. And they find Williams right under the basket. Man, that was a hard-fought bucket, but they finally found her. We're tied up at 41.
Well, everything the Utah Valley did there was pretty fundamentally sound. Get it to the middle, then back to the middle, and then find the open player behind the defense. But it was an adventure getting there.
Yeah. Henderson comes around a pick and then just squeezes her way inside off the glass, and it rattles home.
That was an excellent use of the glass by Henderson.
Maria Carvalho apparently called for a travel, and she's yelling no, saying, no, I kept my pivot foot, but
I'd like to see that on replay if we have it, but too quick here, probably a turnaround. I did not see it myself.
See if we can see that.
A replay of it.
It did not look like a travel from that glance that I got.
Yeah.
Prince again.
Well, Prince is their leading scorer, and she's really right now just absolutely leading them being New Mexico State, leading this team right now.
Sohail out by the logo. And an offensive foul. This is going to go against Shea Fano.
Well, Utah Valley right now has really got to regroup. I'm surprised that Coach Nielsen maybe doesn't use a timeout here, and I think if there's another basket by New Mexico State, that will have to happen. And now we're going to go back the other way.
Yeah, that's a fortunate break and a big old sigh of relief for the Wolverines. They feel like they've been getting picked on the last few calls.
Estee Lauder call, my friend. Makeup.
Yep. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. A lot of game to be played, but we're starting to get more intense as each second goes by. Grange finds a seam, scoops it. What a move and the foul!
Wow, that is Madison Grange at her finest. My goodness, this is a young lady that 2 weeks ago was just a spot-up shooter. And all of a sudden,
I got to watch the replay.
Bursts out of her.
Oh,
that's just amazing.
So nice.
You know, and I like the way she finished that. She went up underneath the defense, gave them no option but to foul her, and just a beautiful move, Madison Grange. Skyline High School.
Impressive. She knew she was going to get the contact, but I love that she chose to try and score underneath like that, because either it was going to be, there's the odds of that going in, just shooting it over the top.
She was just going to get 2 free throws.
Right. Huge play. Wolverines down by 1. And there is Prince again. Prince showing that she's human after all. Misses the jumper.
And Sohail contributes a nice rebound there.
Fano. Sohail. Dangerous pass. Prince kind of slipped down, and Carvalho thought she had the angle. Speaking of angles, Josie Williams sends that one packing, but New Mexico State will get another shot.
Wow, you rarely see your 6'5" post sprinting down the middle and getting a block like that.
Prince tries to scoop it under. Fano comes up with the rebound.
Good aggressive rebound by Shea Fano.
Fano straight away. They're looking for Williams. Williams can't quite get open. And Sohail just throws it too high, a little over the top.
Yeah, a little too big for Josie Williams. And Josie really did not have, she was not in a position to explode, to go up and try to catch that high pass in that situation. When you're down in that post position, it's very hard to explode and go up and get that. And so just went over her hands and out of bounds.
Ten seconds left in the quarter. New Mexico State up by 1. Shot off the mark. And dangerous play. Fortunately, the clock ran out for the Wolverines there. And my goodness, you know how I said don't go anywhere for the second half? I meant it. We've got one more quarter to go. Fourth quarter, sure to be a thriller.
I love this view.
I love that every time this commercial airs, I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
UCCU is both a credit union and a full-service mortgage company.
Which means that UCCU always provides the lowest rates and lower insurance premiums than other lenders.
When your mortgage rate and insurance premium are lower, your monthly payment is also lower.
It's just science.
That's more money you can put into your home.
Or back into your pocket.
So if you're thinking about buying or refinancing a home, talk to us.
The credit union that's been putting people over profits for over 60 years.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
Welcome back inside the UCCU Center, where Utah Valley is down by 1. But next broadcast is tomorrow, where we're going to have this same matchup. Utah Valley will host New Mexico State again at 3 p.m. And then after that is women's volleyball on the 22nd versus Chicago State at 6 p.m. And the men's soccer team was planning on playing in Texas, but they were planning on playing here, but the travel was limited, and so the game had to be canceled.
There you go. And the baseball team won in St. Mary's today, 2-1, and the softball team took 2 today. So Wolverines have had a good day so far. Let's see if this the ladies here can keep that going.
Williams has an open 3. That's no good.
Well, that's a shot that Williams can hit and has hit throughout the season. So don't be surprised, folks, if you're just tuning in and haven't seen the Wolverines play. That is a nice play right there. Good little handoff from Enosa and a score.
3-point lead for New Mexico State. Carvalho, now Williams. Grange has a look from 3. She takes it, and it was well contested.
Yeah, excellent job of defense right there by Taylon Grays.
Grays gets around. She'll take a mid-range jumper, and that rattles home.
Well, Grays, 2 back-to-back big plays here. And New Mexico State out to a 5-point lead now, Kyle, and Utah Valley getting into the danger zone where they've really got to get some points on the board here.
Great pass inside. Williams goes up, and I'm with Coach Nielsen over here. I don't know how there was no whistle there.
Coach Nielsen did his best MC Hammered dance, thinking that she was MC Hammered.
Yeah.
Up and down the sideline, but back and forth we go. And now we're going to have a call here on the inside. It's again going to be Terrell. She picks up her 4th. She's just been battling inside there all night with Josie Williams and continues to pick off the ball fouls.
Carvalho to inbound. Fano catches it and has a great lane to the basket. She lays it up and in.
Well, that's not something you see a lot of out of Fano. She put the ball on the ground and made a nice little move. The Wolverines just slow to get back, and I'll tell you, out of the basket, push it down the floor. New Mexico State, outstanding job.
Beautiful offensive transition play. I mean, that's...
And it's something that's unforgivable if you're the Wolverines.
Yeah. Williams was wide open, decided not to take it. Sohail back to Williams. She's got another look from 3. This one's on the way and good!
Well, there she is. She might be 6'5", she might be a post, but she's got an outstanding stroke from deep.
Big time shot. Great pass. The laser gets stolen away from Carvalho. Carvalho's going to go right into traffic. She is fouled and will head to the free throw line.
I think I'm going to give her a nickname, 100 miles an hour Maria, because she goes 100 miles an hour.
It's kind of a long nickname, but I don't disagree with it.
Yeah, she goes 100 miles an hour. And she just always goes 100 miles an hour. And I'll tell you, right there, just an excellent play going down in, double teaming inside, getting the strip, pushing it all the way down the floor. Nobody picked her up. She got to the rim and was fouled.
Free throws up and good. Maria with a chance to tie. And she does just that. We are tied up at 51 with 7:18 left in the fourth. Utah Valley now bringing some of that trap pressure.
Utah Valley just trying to speed New Mexico State up a little bit, see if they can speed them up and see if they can make a poor decision.
Eccles is fouled by Maria Carvalho.
Well, Maria has got to be careful because she yelled no pretty loudly there. I heard it with my headset on. She yelled no at the official, and she's got to be very careful with that.
Prince with a crossover. She'll pull up for the mid-range. That's no good. And Maria Carvalho comes up with her third rebound. Carvalho leading the way for Utah Valley with 16 points. Sohail has a look from three, off the mark.
Well, both teams have had some good looks here in the last little bit, just unable to convert. And there's a great move by Prince. She took that right at the shot blocker, and she was able to evade by jumping to her right and just using the glass. That was beautiful.
Prince up to 18 points.
And a reminder, folks, these two teams, this is just the debut of this. Tomorrow we're going to do this all over again.
Josie thought she was fouled, and I agree with her. No good, and the offensive rebound goes back to New Mexico State. Williams commits the personal.
That was probably a good foul there in that situation by Josie. That was going to be a layup by Prince. And at the very least, send her to the line, make her earn them from the line, as Josie is not in foul trouble right now.
Yeah, Williams with just her first personal. In comes Anderson. Anderson has 4, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see Anderson take that defensive responsibility on Prince, because Utah Valley's having a hard time finding an answer for her.
They absolutely are, and she's just been lights out here in the second half.
She struggled a little bit from the free throw line.
Well, that one looked
4 of 7.
A little bit like she rushed it. Let's see if she takes a little more time. She doesn't, and rattles that one in.
Williams will check out, and Sydney Wright checks in. So Utah Valley with a pretty small lineup.
They're going very small here. It's basically 5 guards. Neha Sohail at 6'1", but she does play the perimeter for Utah Valley. So right now, a very small lineup. Well, also Shea Fano, who plays the 4, but at 5'11", not exactly towering over anyone.
Carvalho gets picked up real quick. Great pass, though. Fano gets the foul and the bucket.
Well, that was just a great two-lady play right there. The two ladies that worked the pick and roll beautifully, and she threw that inside, kept it high, did Fano, and then she finished with the left hand after she took the smack on the arm, and just a beautiful play, and she's fired up.
As she should be. Big time play, and with a chance to tie it up again. This game is really coming down to the wire.
Yeah, folks, whatever you paid for your ticket, you got your money's worth.
Fano's free throw's no good, but a fortunate bounce goes right back to Utah Valley.
That long rebound, often difficult to corral, and Utah Valley, the beneficiary of that.
Anderson needing a little bit of help there. Fano's going to have to shoot. She takes a three. It's no good, but you can't blame her. She had to shoot it.
Yeah, up against the shot clock, that was actually a very good look for Utah Valley, and just a little bit short by Fano.
Henderson picks up the dribble. That gets it over to Tholavalu.
Great use of the glass there by Terrell, I believe that was.
Terrell playing with 4 fouls. Carvalho, great pass inside to Fano. She's fouled and the bucket again.
Wow, she's really gone to work, and I like to see her assert herself inside a little bit more than she has been in some of these basketball games here the last month or so. She's now taken her game inside as opposed to always settling for the three-point shot.
We'll take a break here on the WAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. 4:24 remain. Utah Valley down 1.
The breaking news, weather, and traffic you need to know before you go. Wake up to real stories from real people. The news specialists on KSL Today. Mornings made special.
I love this view.
I love it every time this commercial airs. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
Holy smokes, it's a close one here in Orem, Utah. Utah Valley down 55-56. And Shea Fano, as you see on the replay here, the turn, the shot, and the foul. She'll have a chance to tie it up at 56 if she makes the free throw. The clock is ticking. It really could go either way. We haven't really seen a run from either team today.
No, not a sustained run of any sort. At one point, Utah Valley did hold New Mexico State without a field goal for about 3 minutes there in that second quarter. But that was as close to a run as there has been in this game, and Utah Valley got a 4-point lead. Now New Mexico State has come back, tied this. Well, it's now tied, and really it is just who can take the last punch here
exactly.
at this point, because both teams just firing on all cylinders.
They're trying to get Prince. Prince, the drive and kick, and the corner three is on the way, but short. A fortunate placement, and Utah Valley is getting killed on those offensive rebounds there right now.
Well, that's just hustle. That's the want. We call it want to. You got to want to rebound, and they had more want to on that.
Williams turns and fires. I'm not sure how that's not a foul. But she gets it to fall anyways. We're tied up at 58.
Yeah, easily looked like it could have been called, but credit to Josie Williams for powering through that defense and scoring.
Prince just lulling defenders to sleep.
Yeah, wow. She just did a fast, slow, fast move. And when you change speeds like that, it's very difficult for the defender, and she just made a beautiful move. Scored off the glass. New Mexico State now by 2.
Carvalho now to Williams. Sohail finds a lane. The easy layup is good. We're tied up again. It's 60 apiece with 2:56 remaining. We'll have a timeout on the floor, and we'll take another break here. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
Some people see just another local Utah sports app. Oh, wait, what? A local Utah sports app? Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love, the latest news, insider analysis, podcasts from the pros, and so much more. Free. Available right now, anywhere you are. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
At UCCU, we do mortgages fast.
Seriously fast.
Just use your phone or computer to fill out UCCU's super easy mortgage application.
And buying or refinancing a home has never been this easy.
Seriously fast and super easy.
.256 remain, and we are notched up at 60 apiece.
Yeah, this is about as good a college basketball game as you can see, Kyle. It's 60-60, 2:56 left in the basketball game. New Mexico State with the basketball, and it has kind of been a back and forth, punch me in the mouth, then I'm going to punch you back, punch back, punch back, punch back. Each team responding to the other's set of flurried punches. And it's just been amazingly fun to watch for all of us folks here at the state, at UCCU, and everyone at home.
Inusa thought about the shot, decided to pass, and it did not pay off. So Utah Valley with a golden opportunity. These two teams have been trading points, and now Utah Valley needs to capitalize on this defensive stop. Grange inside to Williams. Williams backs in, turns, fires, and scores!
Well, that's just a great move. She took her time. No double team came, and when no double came, you could really see her take her time. And Utah Valley face guarding Prince here. They are not going to allow her to get the basketball as much as humanly possible. Now she's got it against Grange.
And Grange comes up with a huge steal.
And she knocks it away. Beautiful play, Madison Grange.
Prince has just basically been toying with virtually any other Wolverine that's guarded her. Fano. Now Carvalho, 10 on the shot clock. Carvalho takes a three, off the mark, and the rebound goes back to New Mexico State, and they have numbers. Great move and a great finish.
Absolutely amazing finish there. That was Inusa. Beautiful.
Inusa with 8 points. Eccles with 13. Prince with 21. Prince's career high is 25, so she's knocking on the door of that. I don't know if she'll get it in the amount of time left, but she's had an amazing game, 8 of 15.
Well, if I'm New Mexico State, I absolutely want her to get it because I'm going to go to her on every possession here. And there are at the very least, 3 possessions left in this basketball game. And right now, those possessions favor Utah Valley right now. But a lot can happen here in the next minute and 25 seconds. Utah Valley right now is going to bring the basketball down. They're going to look to try to get that basketball inside to either Josie Williams or Shea Fano, both of which have had nice second halves here.
Here we go, a minute 20 remaining. Utah Valley with the ball. We're tied up at 62. Fano now to Grange. Carvalho has a wide open look from 3. It's no good. Rebounded New Mexico State.
And now New Mexico State expect them to look for Prince coming off of some sort of pick play. And she takes the pick there and she goes down.
And the ball ends up in the hands of Grange. Carvalho decides to pull back.
Yeah, that's the smart play there. Did not have numbers. No need to force it, and Coach Nielsen's going to take a timeout here.
And we'll take a break here ourselves, but don't go anywhere. 47 seconds remaining. We're tied up at 62.
See, just another local Utah sports app. Oh, wait, what? A local Utah sports app? Introducing the new KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, Utah's only all-in local sports app, connecting you with all the action you love, the latest news, insider analysis, podcasts from the pros, and so much more. Free. Available right now, anywhere you are. Download the free KSL Sports app today from your favorite app store.
All right, Utah Valley to inbound. Josh, I'm not an asthmatic, but I feel like I need an inhaler watching this.
Yeah, and you may by the time it ends here in 40 seconds, 15 on the shot.
Williams. Oh, dangerous pass, but it goes off of New Mexico State. So Utah Valley with 10 on the shot clock.
Well, Josie, that was a great idea. She was just a fraction of a second late, and Prince jumped into the passing lane and knocked it away. Fano goes to work.
Fano, dangerous, scoops it up with the left, and really tough angle. Now New Mexico State, I think, are we going to have a timeout?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call a timeout, and they're going to want to advance the basketball, but the officials have got to talk about whether New Mexico State tried to advance the ball after the rebound or not. So they're going to go with a full timeout, and it looks like they're going to allow them to move it up the floor, it looks like.
We'll stay here with it, and
go ahead.
It just kind of, kind of a broken play for Utah Valley. I think Fano, she was kind of drop stepping to the right side and then tried to, do the fake and then go under, but the defender just did not bite on it, and so it was such a tough, left-handed under scoop that.
And a great defense by New Mexico State, and Fano felt like she had to do that up against the clock, and so now we're in a situation where it's tied, 28 seconds to go. If you're New Mexico State, you're going to advance the basketball, you're going to bring it up. You've got all these 28 seconds, no shot clock involved here, folks. Now, in women's basketball, for some of you who have not watched a lot of women's basketball, you can advance the ball down the court without just kind of like the NBA game. So they're going to advance it up here and take it out of bounds on the front half of the court. Now, they will have 28 seconds. They're going to look for Prince in something late in the clock because they have all the time in the world. They just do not want to give Utah Valley the opportunity to have another possession in this game. They want to take the last shot. Make or miss, they want to take the last shot.
All right, here we go. Prince trying to get a little separation from Grange. They get the ball to Prince. Prince goes right at her, had nowhere to go. The Wolverines doing a nice job rotating. And the sidestep, it rattles home. 10.6 on the clock. New Mexico State goes up by 2.
Well, in Utah Valley, Coach Nielsen calls the timeout, and they're going to take it down the floor as well. So with 10.6, Utah Valley will have it down the floor on their end of the floor. With a 2-point lead, I hear Utah Valley is going to want to look for a 2-point shot, Kyle. 2-point shot to tie it. When you're at home, you absolutely want to try to tie the basketball game because you're at home and you feel more comfortable in your building. So, and maybe if you're on the road, you look for a 3-point shot. But in this situation, I think Utah Valley is going to set something up where they can get it inside quickly, get it inside for a shot. And what you really want to do is you want to shoot that with 6 or 7 seconds on the clock so that you have an opportunity for an offensive rebound and a putback. Because Utah Valley here does them no good not to get up at least a couple of shots at this.
And something of note, New Mexico State does not have any fouls to give, so they would send Utah Valley to the free throw line with a foul. Williams gets the inbound. Oh, my gosh, what?
No.
That is, what a rough way to end things, man.
Well, Utah Valley still can foul here.
It's not over. You're totally right, but
absolutely,
that's tough. That's a tough. I didn't even see it happen. I was focusing on the inbound.
As was I, and I just looked up and I saw two ladies on the ground and an offensive foul call, and that is a very, very tough way. As an official, and obviously I did not see that play, so I really here it comes right here. Actually, yep, and it's this looks like a collision.
Fano
could have gone either way, really,
it.
but I think she was trying to set a pick and she may have moved. But as an official, you've got to be very careful not to assert yourself into a late basketball game like that. Now, this official obviously felt like that was egregious enough that she had to blow the whistle, so give her credit for making the call right there because that's pretty gutsy.
Now, Utah Valley has got to foul immediately. And Carvalho does just that because Utah Valley has only committed. It's going to be, okay, so that's team foul number 4, it looks like.
And they've got to foul. Utah Valley has to foul immediately here.
And got a foul, and she does. So 6.9 left on the clock. Free throws coming for Eccles.
Well, actually, that looks like it looks like 5. Yeah, there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everyone was confused. Yeah, it was the 15 foul, but
I think 2 officials knew and 1 didn't. So here we go. These are big free throws, and obviously, Dee Eccles, being the great shooter that she is absolutely who they want to have on the line here.
And she comes off the mark, so Utah Valley, even with a make, Utah Valley has a chance.
Well, Utah Valley right here has to secure this rebound and then not advance the ball, call a timeout immediately.
So Utah Valley does have a timeout remaining, so they'll call it. And I imagine it's going to be a 3-ball.
I imagine you're correct.
The odds of that are relatively high.
So right now, Utah Valley talking about what they're going to run, and they're going to run something where they can get Madison Grange free, or maybe Neha Sohail, or even Josie Williams. Something where
the nice thing about this Wolverine team, most of them, there's very few players on this team that can knock down a three-pointer.
And they'll have everybody on the floor will be able to hit the three-point shot. So really what you're going to do is you're going to want to have some pick action, and you're going to have some roll action.
Yes.
And so it's going to be more of a pick and pop action on everything. And so when you do that, you're trying to free any one of those three-point shooters. And, in fact, you may want to watch Maria Carvalho here, because the person taking the ball inbounds, oftentimes you maybe set a back pick for her and get her to that corner. So maybe throw into Fano, back pick right here by Sohail or Williams.
They're going to have to get it in pretty quick. Fano catches. Fano going to have to fire it up. Oh, it rattles out. Such a close miss. And that's going to do it here. New Mexico State steals a win in Utah Valley, 65-62, and the Wolverines will have a shot at revenge tomorrow at 3 o'clock p.m. here in Orem, Utah as well.
A lot of fun. Come back tomorrow and see us then.
Definitely a fun matchup. Your leaders: Maria Carvalho, 16, Josie Williams, 15, Shea Fano with 12, and for New Mexico State, Eccles finishes with 16 and Prince with 21, the only two players in double figures, but it was enough. So that'll do it for us here in Orem, Utah. We will see you tomorrow.